Namaste, everybody. This is week 2 of our prep for the springtime. And we're going to start just centering for a moment, closing your eyes. And we sit on a comfortable position. As we start on our second week of prep for the spring, we want to feel what's present for us. This time of year, you notice quite quickly how the weather starts changing, starts getting lighter, warmer. It's easier to get up in the morning. So put an intention for your practice today. Intention for your practice can be something you would like to achieve, personal goal, or maybe it's an intention for this new season that's starting. What you like to do this new season? Springtime, it's time for renewal, spring cleaning, getting new good habits going. And bring your hands towards your heart, open your eyes and bow your head. Namaste. Good. Bring your hands onto your shoulders and rotate your elbows, trying to kiss your elbows with each other. And in the other direction. That's it. Good. Then bring your arms out and in towards your ears. Palms face out and in. Inhale, exhale. Yes, that's it. We can push the walls away. You can move sideways if you don't have enough room to extend your arms. And keep your arms up and make small circles with your hands. Small circles, like if you were polishing 2 little windows, maybe you're driving a Mini Cooper, and then the other direction. Yeah, don't force it. If your shoulder hurts, just keep it there. Good. And rotate your hands, your flamenco hands. Ole. That's it. Good. Now, bring your arms up, interlace your fingers, stretch and look towards your hands. Breathe deeply, opening your armpits and your ribs, and then look down, keeping your arms up where they are. Look up towards your hands, pushing your hands away, your elbows as straight as you can, and look down towards the floor. One more, looking up and look down. Good. And release your arms, opposite hand to knee. Look over your shoulder. And change sides. Even if you're sitting in a chair, you can do this. Good. And release your legs. Bring your legs in front of you. So today, if you have a couple of blocks, you might want to use them. And let your hands rest behind you and just rotate your feet, articulating your ankles. And change direction and tap your toes, your big toes, tapping your big toes with each other. Tap, tap, tap. If you have bunions, don't do it because it will be painful. But if you don't, some vibration in the body with impact is a good thing to do. Now, bend your knees and we're going to come up into our tabletop. So feet on the floor, hands are behind. Shoulders back and down. If this is enough for your shoulders, you stay there. Otherwise, bring it up, head goes back, and release down. And bring it up. And release down. Bring it up. Release. One more. Bring it up. And release down. Good. Bring your knees to one side. Tuck your toes under and come up into standing. So when the spring comes, we need to melt away all of the things that we accumulated during the winter, from extra layers of nourishment or weight to other accumulations that will make us feel heavy. So I'm putting my timer here. And for 3 minutes, we're going to do the breath of joy. Okay? For the breath of joy, you will need some space around you. You will need to be able to move your hips and your knees. So to start with, just as Shivani is doing, we sway side to side, just letting the body get into movement. Maybe you kick your leg around. That's it. And the breath of joy, we want it to be really, really joyful and free. So watch for a moment. Breath of joy. We're going to have the knees soft and the hips soft. The breath will split in 3 parts. And we're going to sip a third of our breath, then another third, and then another third, and then exhale completely towards the floor. Okay, so you might find that to start with, you inhale too much on the first inhale, and the last inhale is like, you have no more room. But the more you do it, the more you will get to the right distribution of your breath. So it will look like this. Inhale, 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 exhale. And you can exhale through your mouth. Normally in yoga, we inhale and exhale through the nose. But in this one, you can exhale through your mouth just to let go. Maybe you want to exhale through your nose. Remember, this is your practice, so you want to do it the best that it can be for yourself. So when we're ready, we have 3 minutes, so you can get it right on those 3 minutes. And it might feel a little bit long at some point, but keep at it. Remember that one of the things we're working with on this little course is building up our resilience and our willpower. This is your willpower. It's not what you want to do, but what's right for you. Okay. So when we're ready, sorry, I had to put a bit more than 3 minutes. And let's start. Your feet are hip distance or a little bit more. And inhale, 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 exhale. You don't need to do any control with the arms, just forwards, sideways, downwards. Forwards, sideways, upwards, downwards. Feel the warmth building up. And directing your orchestra. We're halfway there. Abandon yourself in the task. Keep going. Or maybe a lion's breath. Remember to bend your knees as you go down. Yes, keep going. This is when the going goes hard because you want to finish, but keep going. And the crickets sang, and we are done. Right. Now, stay standing for a moment. That's it. If you got warm, take your jumpers off. Breathe. And have your heart on your heart or in your belly, or maybe both, or hands to the side. Just feel whatever. Feel alive. Feel how this, in 3 minutes, you rose your heartbeat. You got a little bit out of breath. Your whole system is now working. Good. Release your hands to the side. Just open your legs a little bit wider. And we're going to let the arms and the legs wind down. Just imagine that you're tracing your hands onto water, rotating your upper body a little bit. And bring the arms up, up. And then down, down, leading with the elbow. Good. And release. I'm going to angle my mat so that I can see you and you can see me. We're going to have the blocks at the front of the mat. And I hope that that breath really brought you joy. Have your feet hip distance apart. Roll your shoulders back. Keep your pelvic floor in and up. And spread your toes. We're going to start coming up onto our tiptoes and releasing down. Lift your toes as you go onto your heels. Inhale. Coming up. Exhale. Release. Spread your toes. Inhale up. Exhale. Release and bend your knees. Bring your hands onto the floor. Release your head. Inhale. Straighten your legs. Bring your hands onto your shins and straighten your back. Exhale. Bring your hands onto the floor and walk your hands forwards with your knees bent. We're in old dog. And you can shake your hips a little bit. Take your head. Good. Then gently bring your knees onto the floor. Bring your hands onto your blocks or they can be onto the floor as well. It doesn't matter. Just the blocks will give you a little bit more room. I have my toes tucked under. Arch your back, come towards your heels. Then look towards the front, bending your elbows a little bit. Come forwards and open up. And tuck your toes, arch your back, come towards your heels. We're mobilizing the whole spine, come forwards and open up. Tuck your toes, push it back and come forwards, open up. It's a full spinal movement. Try to do it sequentially. Tucking the toes and moving forwards. Good. And release. Keep your hands onto the blocks. You can bring your knees a little bit closer to your hands. And we're going to open one arm up. So I'm using my right arm. And then thread it through and bring it back up. As you can see, you can do this also on the floor if you prefer. Or if the block is too high, you can lower it one step down. Bring it through and bring it up. As well as we were doing last week, twists help us to wring away toxins within the body. One more. Bring it through and bring it up. Release the hand onto the block, and we're going to change sides. Inhale, open up, stretching towards the sky. Exhale, bring it through. Inhale, up. Exhale, through. Inhale, up. Exhale, through. Allow that movement to be full and complete and open. Bring it through. Last one. Up. And bring it through. And release. Let the blocks be to the side. Tuck your toes under. Old dog. Shake your head. And walk your hands back towards your feet. Once you reach your feet, let your head release towards the floor. Your shoulders are relaxed. And then rolling up into standing, vertebrae by vertebrae. Your head is the last thing to come up. Bring your arms around and up. And hands towards your heart. Good. Shake your legs. So we are still at the back of the mat. And we want to, now we're going to work our legs a little bit. So we twisted the upper body. We're going to use that. But this time we're not going to go on the knees, we're going to stay on the legs. So spread your toes, feet are parallel. Lift energetically from your instep, your pelvic floor. 3 lifts onto your toes. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, release your heels, toes lift. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, release. Focus in a non-moving point in front of you just to get that balance. Bring it up. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale. Bend your knees. Fall forwards. Inhale. Extend the legs and extend the back. Exhale. Soften your knees and walk your hands forwards into an old dog. So old dog is when we have our knees bent. And now see if you can walk your feet, letting your heels go down towards the floor, swaying your hips a little bit side to side, stretching the backs of the legs. Lovely. Look towards your hands and bring your right foot to the outside of your right hand. It's a small step. If you need to, you help it with the hand and bring it forward. And the back foot, we are going to bring it down onto the floor. So the feet are on like a warrior one position. They are train tracking. I don't have my feet in one line. One is out The other one is further back to the side. And we have the chest facing forwards and the front knee facing forwards. So I want you to feel how your upper body can move in this position. So your knees can go down and up, the front knee, the right knee, and your chest can move side to side. Just have a little test around. So you're moving from inside your hip and you're moving from your thoracic spine as well. So from here, feet are almost the width of the mat. Inhale, we're going to bring the arms up. Exhale, keep the legs as they are and come into like a warrior two arms, warrior two arms. Inhale, bring it up, extend the front knee. Exhale, turn towards the bent knee as you bend. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, release. So that's the sequence, and we're going to do it to a count of 4. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Stretching the front leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and release. Little bit of coordination, especially with the extending and bending of the knee. Try to abandon yourself into the movement and just go with it. We go up here, then sides, then up. We turn and bend, up and down. All right, here we go. Count of 4. We're going to do 3 repetitions of this. So you can get into it, you can get your breath going with the movement, breath and movement, that is yoga. When you're ready, shoulders back and down, put a smile on your face as you do it, and inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, sideways, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend the front leg, 2, 1, turn your chest, bend the front knee, 2, 1. Arms up, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms down, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Side, 2, 3, 4. Extend the front leg, arms up, turn towards the front knee and bend the front knee. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, release. The last one on this side. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, extending the front leg. 2, 1. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, the front knee stays bent. Exhale, down. Good. Hands onto the floor on the inside of your right leg. Bring the leg back and just sway your hips side to side. Release the tension on your hips and on your head. Good. Breathe deep. And as always, we still have another leg to go. So bring the left foot to the outside of your left hand. And the right foot will come onto the floor. If you can see my feet, they are quite wide apart. So my legs are like that, not in one line. Good. Now we know what we're doing. Bring your chest up. We are in warrior 1. Front knee is bent as we start. Wanting to strengthen that thigh muscle and the hip. We give it a rest when we extend. So we start for 4 here, then we open, then we extend, and then we bend and twist, and then arms up and release. Okay, so the front leg, the left leg this time is gonna hold us up. The back foot, check that the little toe is well rounded on the floor. You have room between the legs. You are not in one line, otherwise turning your hip will be literally painful. So you want to have it with room so that you can move. Try it on this side as we did on the other side. Just try that range of movement. Go to the limit of your knee. See how your hip can move. We have a lot of space and we want to use it elastically. Okay, so when we're ready, chest is facing forwards. We bend the front knee for a count of 4. 4, 3, 2, 1. Open towards your right. 2, 1. Extend the left leg, arms up, turning towards the left. Bend the left knee, twist towards the left. Keep the front knee bent, arms up. Exhale, release. Good. We have 3 more. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, extending the front leg, turning around. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 2, 1. Exhale, down. Keep the front knee bent, strengthening our bones. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, extend everything. Turn towards the left, bend in the front knee. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, release. 2 more. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sorry. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, release. I've forgotten to straighten my knee on that last one. Let's do it right, the last one. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands onto the floor. Downward facing dog. Walk your dog. Releasing your hips side to side. Let your belly go towards your lower back. Look towards your hands and wave your way into plank. Strong plank, strong arms. Chin to chest. Push your hands onto the floor. Down dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, coming into plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. And bring your right knee behind your right wrist, coming into pigeon. So the shin is on the floor, back leg slides away. And stay for a moment in your king pigeon, opening your chest, letting your hips go down. If you have a very big gap between your hip and the floor, or if it feels uncomfortable for your knee, you can put a block beneath your bottom. And if this is not for you at all, if your knees are hurting, go into the deer pose where you sit on the side and both knees are bent. Okay? Yeah, that's it. So in deer pose, you should fall forwards now with both knees bent. And the same on pigeon, you fall forwards. And in pigeon, you can have your block beneath your head. So the idea in here is that we are opening up the hips. We're giving a nice stretch to the right glute. You will feel it also a little bit on your hamstring. And hopefully on the thigh of your left leg, your left hip flexor. Breathe. Walk your hands towards your knee, bringing your chest up. Bend your back knee and catch your foot. If you can't quite catch it, don't worry. You can use a belt, or you could put it against a sofa and bring the foot towards you. Ooh, it always hurts. Stretching that front thigh. And then you can push the foot away onto your hand, maybe balance. And then let the foot come back in. And release. Tuck the toes under. Chest goes down and push yourselves into a downward facing dog. We're nearly there. Nearly there. Swaying your hips side to side. Take your head. And bring your left knee behind your left wrist. You can sit onto your bottom and have your deer pose with 290 degrees angle, or bring your hip over your heel. And first, we are sitting in our asana. Open the chest, feeling that stretch on the belly, on the hip flexors. And then we can release down. Remember that you can have your block beneath your bottom just to give you a bit more support. These can be quite tough for your knees, so don't force your knees. Be gentle with this beautiful body that we have, for which we are looking for harmony and balance, equinox, equal sides, equal parts. Day and night become equal, and we want our bodies to be balanced, to enjoy it the most. And inhale, lift your chest, open it up. Exhale, bend your back knee, and it can be with the same hand as leg or opposite hands. Bring the ankle towards your hip, feeling the front of the thigh. Ooh. Breathe deeply. That's it. Lasuit, Zipshimon. Good. Excellent. And maybe push the foot away. Maybe you can balance in here. Nice. Good, Kathy. Yes. And let the foot come back in towards the hip. And release. Lift the back knee. Come into your downward facing dog. Walk your dog, swaying your hips side to side. Come into seating for a moment. Roll your shoulders back. Roll your shoulders forwards. Let your head roll side to side. Maybe roll your wrists. And find your resting position. You can stay seated if it feels good, or you can go to your Shavasana, lying down on your backs, hands by the side. Make sure that you are warm. So if you stay seated, you can sit in any position that feels comfortable. You don't need to be cross-legged. If you're lying down, just tuck your chin towards your chest so that you can feel your back straight and your neck long. And settle down, feeling as if you were lifted by an invisible string from the top of your head. Your chin is slightly tucked in towards your chest. The fist should just fit between your collarbone and your chin. If you are seated, if you are lying down, just let it be the most relaxing position you could ever be in. Connect with your breath, feeling the ebb and flow of your breath, feeling the effects of twisting a rhythmical movement with breath. And last week we talked about subtracting, the medicine of subtraction. Think of what have you found that you can have less of to be more balanced. After today's practice, we are also subtracting excess weight from our minds, from our bodies, from our souls, shaking it all about with a breath of short joy. Just think of that experience. And maybe it doesn't come as a thought, maybe it's just a sensation or an emotion. Maybe you felt uncomfortable with it. Good. Be with it. We work through our blockages with yoga. We work through with our breath. And we go to places that we didn't think we could. Just 1 minute of silence now. We have 1 minute of silence. Notice where your mind was. Are you here now in this with your breath? If you're lying down, you can have a little stretch and come into sitting. If you're sitting, you can move your body a little bit just to bring that awareness. We're going to finish with 3 Oms and Shantis. Inhale to begin, inhale. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Bring your palms together, rub your palms. Make the movement a little faster, generating prana between your hands. And place your palms over your face. Inhale deeply. Open your eyes to the darkness of your hands. Slide your hands towards your chest. Bow your head. Namaste, everybody. Be joyful for this coming week and do the class again. You will have it. Namaste.